So I really want to welcome you all, and so excited to be here. It's a fireside chat. This is not a formal presentation, but whatever you need in the presentation, you're going to hear it from the evidence, the interaction that we all going to have here. It's time Africa wakes up to AURUM, a very solid business model. Well, as we all know, AURUM is an ecosystem where you have different technologies that are making you money. All right. AURUM is an ecosystem that you have different technologies that are making you money. And we are using these technologies and we are getting blessed. It is a fintech company. It is a blockchain solution provider. It's all about how to make you richer than you currently are. That is what AURUM is. Simple and short. No long stories. All right. So let's hear from a couple of persons. Now I'm going to come to one person first. And the reason I'm going to call on her is because she shared a very, very lovely story with me. And so, Kate, I want you to unmute yourself. Unmute yourself and tell us your story and how excited you are about AURUM and your journey on AURUM. All right, Kate, feel free to unmute yourself. Yeah. Okay, so maybe she's where she has a faulty network challenges. Okay, so let's see. All right, so that's fine. All right, so since she might not be able to unmute herself in that case, let's get right on to the nitty-gritty of tonight's presentation. All right, and I'm going to also chip in on my own experience, but I guess everybody knows my experience, but I will still chip it in at the end of the day, especially when it comes to withdrawals, to encourage everyone on the team.
Hello, good evening, sir.
All right, evening, Madam Kate. So, quickly, thank you very much for joining us and being able to finally unmute. So, tell me exactly your experience in AURUM.
Oh, my experience in AURUM is awesome. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kate. I am very happy I joined AURUM, and in quest to learn how to trade of our royal queue, I met Nandi and Coach Nandi, and he talked to me about it. I said, why not? If not, I have small money in my Binance. I don't have any other money for now. I said, well, can we do something? I said, yeah, at least I can do 120. I said, I have about 120 in my Binance. We moved it from there. We started AURUM on the 18th of October. And this is 2 weeks from Nova to Voyager. And today I just shared with you that I now have a 500 USDT and another 100 I use in registering for my son. That is altogether 602, which is, if you calculate it, is 5x, I'll be 6x of what I invested in 6 weeks. In short, it's very awesome. Right now, I'm telling you, it's like I'm carrying a gong now. Anybody I see, I sing the song so that they can join and feel the vibes of my excitement. That's my testimony.
All right, super excited about to hear that from you. So, do you have any regrets getting on board? Did you, compared to the fears and concerns you had,
No,
looking back
not at
today,
all.
uh, not at all. Excellent.
Not
So,
at
so,
all.
so what is
Not
it
at
about
all.
AURUM that, if there's one thing about AURUM that you feel, that strikes you the most, can you share?
Well, the thing that strikes me most is that it's hands-free, no stress. You wake up to see your referral bonuses, your trade, your yield on your capital, and other the Zeus bot I've not even started, but I know that I will do it soon. It's hands free, so that's my super excitement about it. Don't need to calculate, don't need to. Now I'm learning how to learn resistance support and resistance and all that, but it's just hands-free. It's
Excellent.
good.
Excellent. So thank you very much for that testimonial. And being a Voyager, I want to congratulate you on hitting Voyager. The cash
Thank
flow
you
of being
very
a
much.
Voyager, that how exciting is it compared to not being a Voyager?
That one is everybody under me that is trading is I'm getting 2% or the 5% if it's directly under me. All they are trading as they go on.
Uh-huh.
Very exciting.
Oh, great. So thank you very much for sharing that exciting testimonial. Thank you very much. So that's why we tell people get in, stay
Thank you,
passive if you
sir.
want to, or build a community. Thank you very much. All right. So let me call on the one and only lawyer Taj, the lawyer with his T's and the Taj. Lawyer Taj, please, the floor is yours. Tell us your amazing journey, the journey so far. How hard was it to confuse you or convince you?
Convince me.
The floor is yours. The floor is yours, yeah.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to hear from you guys once again. This is Lawyer Taj, the ever so present, ever so ready to destroy, or should I say, speak the truth about anything. My dear, I don't know if I'll say na devil work or na God work, but at the end, I'll say everything works out for good to them that love God. So when I was told about this AURUM, it sounded too good to be true. It reminded me of different businesses that we have done, that we had to give our money to a company to trade. Little did I know that I really didn't understand the whole concept. And of course, I went on fact finding. As a lawyer, you fact find everything. And of course, I saw a whole lot of things on the internet that I verily believed. And I would like to say this. Every business that you know has negative stuff on the internet. If you understand the internet, anybody can put any stuff on the internet, be it a blog or something, or even YouTube channel. Yeah. I gathered all those information. I told my entire team, look, when I not look anything called AURUM, this AURUM, it go blow, it go scatter before December wash. I said a lot of things about the company. And at some point, because of the way our Royal Q has treated us, everybody was looking for opportunities. I got one where the company did an all expense paid trip for myself and 6 other leaders to Thailand. So on getting to Thailand and after going through all the activities of the company that actually brought me, I got a message from Lee, like, I hear you're in Thailand. How you doing? It's best I know you have reservations about AURUM. So come for our leadership training in Phuket. I was at the other side of Thailand, so I did the best I could and I got there. And what I saw at the end of the day blew my mind. I got to speak with the CEO. I saw HP. I saw Ahmed Zan. I saw everybody in AURUM. I was the first time I was meeting Lee O'Shea, so it was a very memorable time for me. I got to understand that AURUM is not a network marketing company. It is a fintech company. So if you're on this call and you know what Binance is, it's like we are buying into Binance in 2017. AURUM is a lot different than Binance in different ways. I'll tell you why. Binance did not use the word of mouth communication and commissions to grow their company. And that's why AURUM will be bigger than Binance in such a short time, because they made use of the network marketing system to let each and everyone know about the business. Another reason why AURUM will be bigger than Binance is the fact that when Binance started with just about 3 or 4 fintech tools or fintech products in their ecosystem, besides the exchange, besides the wallet. But you see, AURUM is starting with over 9 to 10 different products. And even out of that 10, only about 2 or 3 that's yet to be fully mechanized. But You have the neobank. That is coming up seriously. We have staking and mining. They have 3 different bots that gives you different percentages according to the markets that they trade. They have the POS. So what caught my attention so much about AURUM was the fact that we have done businesses with different companies in the world, and some are 3, 4, 5 years in existence, and yet they were not able to get a card. They were not able to get an agreement with Visa card or MasterCard, simply because 1 or 2 things were shady about them. But AURUM already has that in progress. People are already using these cards. Leoshe spent money from that card on me when we were together. We used that card in Thailand. And so when you say that AURUM is a company that is fintech and is a neobank in itself, when we say neobank, you're thinking OPay, PalmPay, Kuda. Do you know why those banks are taking over our general banks? Because when you do a transaction instantly, blockchain based, they receive their money. But if you send money through First Bank, maybe you go reverse after 2 days, or you have one story or the other, because those are running on SQL servers. So what we have with AURUM is more than awesome. And I got to see live and direct the structures, the people behind it. It's not a one-man show. Brian Benson is the CEO. They have board of directors. They have people who handle different parts of the business. And if you go through the history of that man, you sure know that the man is hungry for knowledge. He's always in different blockchain events all over the world. He's always teaching and showing people the opportunities. AURUM is bridging the gap between cryptocurrency and fiat currency. That's the truth. Because if you imagine that all your money is in USDTs in your account, you can actually spend it on a card, whether it's USDT, whether you are in Nigeria or in Europe or in UK or in the US, the cards work. So quite unlike a system where you think of how you're going to change your crypto, you can have your crypto deposited into your AURUM account, take your card with you anywhere and spend it directly. These are some of the magics that we're going to see, and I really can't wait for January. So I officially signed up with AURUM last month on the 18th, October 18th. And when I came back, God, I came back with fire in my bones, fire in my heart, because you know the story now for Bible. What's the name of that man again? Damascus. So Saul to Paul. I can't become the Paul of AURUM. You know, it became clear to me that I was not even doing the right thing by even sitting down and watching. And I thank God for that trip to Thailand. I thank the company that brought me there, but it brought me to my glory. Brought me to the right company that I chose to work with, And it's been awesome. Just yesterday, I hit, what's that? Vanguard rank. We're looking towards Vanguard Pro, and then Nexus, and then Oracle. Before the end of this year, in Jesus' name. For those of you that love me, say amen, because I'm coming with full speed. No time to waste. All my people are in Oracle already. So what am I waiting for? I will surely get there, So I want to thank everybody for being on here. It's really a time that everybody should open their mind. Open your mind. Remove the mindset that you are doing. But you said in Royal Q that if you give your money to a company, you are not in control of your money. The one when we control, not be our eye, everything go down. Did not be inside the wallet, all the money start to melt. I sold my Jeep, put the money in the crypto market. What happened when I remove now machine money? I was even lucky because right now, some people's money can never buy BMS bicycle. I'm telling you, and they are still hoping. No, change your style quick. There's gone are the days when we say we are just held down by one company or by their principles. No, you can still give your money out. People who did the crowdfunding for Binance raised $12 million when they started in 2017. These were monies that people invested in different aspects of Binance. And today, where is Binance today? It's even richer than our Nigeria. I'm telling you. So you can imagine just $25 billion was what Binance made within a year of P2P. When our Nigerian government got to know, they shouted like, what? So we are in something that is going to be awesome. By January, it's going to be game over. So if you are here, you haven't joined, quickly, 120, even if you don't have 120, just do the $20. Just activate the bot so that your link can be active. You can use that to help people come in. When they come in, you have money to sign up for your capital, your raised capital to trade for you. A lot of people did that. Coach Nnamdi, I hear saying, what do you do now? Now $20, you just start your journey. Now you be oracle. Abi? I hear say Coach Nnamdi, just activate bot. Just use all the money, they do them. So it's really awesome. We have something powerful going on here. This house that I'm in, everybody's aurumified. Whether they like it or not, everybody has accounts. Yes. And that's what I'm doing too. My family is aurumified. Dr. Money, see Dr. Money. Are you not aurumified?
I am
aurumified.
All my children, everybody.
Oh yeah, does she, are you not Aurum 101%? So if you are here for the first time, let me show the Madam Ibok. This one are the queen. All around to the world, see the cap, everything. That's what I wear, everything. So I'm really happy to finally be able to retrace my step back and start all over again. If you're on the call and you have not gotten started, you need to get started as soon as possible. I tell you, give yourself 6 months. When you start, you seem like you're not doing anything, but just start hitting those ranks one by one. It will open your mind to what is possible with this company. Some people have already gained financial freedom in AURUM, just 2 years of this company running. So I want to thank you all once again for this time. And based on this, my commitment from next week, Friday and Saturdays, I'll be starting my Zoom calls. Friday will be members training, and then on Saturday will be the general presentation. So you all can invite your friends, family, relations, your prospects, everybody to the call. And let's make it a household name in Nigeria. When that company launches, after it launches, believe you me, that exchange will work in Nigeria. We'll be able to use Naira to buy these things. The company will be fully registered here. I'm telling you that. It's a secret, but something you need to know. So get in as much as you can with anything you can. And I tell you, you'll be glad you did. Thank you very much, Coach Nnamdi, for this wonderful opportunity.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that powerful expose. So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What is one thing that you love the most about AURUM?
It's the cards. It's the cards. The fact that you can use the cards anywhere in the world. The fact that even though your monies are in USDT in the cards, you can spend it anywhere you like. It works in every part of the world. And it's not just Visa card, they have MasterCard. They have 4 different types of cards on there, So for me, that's the number one that shows that this company is 100% legit.
So if a person is looking for, okay, how many years do you think we should build AURUM? Over how many years?
So how many years is Binance now? Binance is 8 years, yeah? I don't think we even need to build AURUM for 3 years. With the beautiful compensation plan and how you earn. See, now the company, when they give shares, I've never heard it before. I've done different network marketing companies. They give you commissions. They give you bonuses. But in AURUM, you have a right to own shares. And that means that the company is looking forward to become a public limited liability company. So, in the next 2 or 3 years, we're good to go. We will work for the rest of our lives. Financial freedom is real, and we can have it with this company.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that, clarification and really an expose of your own personal journey. All right, so let me share how I started AURUM. All right, I started AURUM with $120. Okay, I started with $120. So I paid the subscription, put in $100, started trading, and I gave my entire team an instruction because at that time we've not even met Brian Benson much. We've not even had a session. We were still, is this real? Is this real? And I was defensive. So if you are defensive today, I was also defensive. I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to lead people into a Ponzi scheme. So I hesitated. I told all my team, all right, guys, let's just do $120. So it took me a while to hit Voyager. I wasn't interested in anybody coming in big. I said, let's do 120. That was what made me draw that 5x5 with $120, graph, telling people that you can still be a billionaire in AURUM, even if everybody is joining with 120. But after the meeting with Brian Benson and digging deeper, I came to realize that, come on, this model is crazy. I said, come on, this is too good. I said, guys, let's stop up. First track was hit, Voyager, Vanguard Pro, Nexus, and Oracle. Ladies and gentlemen, you can be passive in this business. You can decide not to talk to anyone. You can decide to keep it to yourself. Yes, but you know what's going to happen? You will be surprised when all of your family members will tell you that they joined a platform they call AURUM, and then you regret that you should have told them. If you look at the picture here, this family, this is what AURUM can do for you. You smile at your spouse, and your spouse will smile back at you, and then you'll be happy. So let me just take a quick run through of a few slides, because people are asking some basic questions. It is an ecosystem. You have the EXAI bot. That is a bot we all come into, minimum trading capital of $100 there, okay? Then we have the EXAI Pro bot. That is a Telegram bot. And we have the Zeus bot, and we have the application. So these are all different things in the ecosystem that can make you money, okay? This is the man. When I saw this picture the first time, I remembered one stupid platform we did that had a picture of somebody like this, but the person was not real. So I said, is this man real? They've come again. Brian Benson, how are we sure? I said, come on. But over time, after having a session with him, when you listen to him speak, you realize he's a technocrat. You also realize that he has been on top of, at the top management of various platforms. The way he speaks, he's a top management staff of businesses. He's a technocrat, not network marketer, right? And I began to understand the power. Some people go to the internet and they type, oh, this man looks suspicious. It's not real. I laugh. Okay, I laugh. If you follow what you read on the internet, some people take the website name, go and type somewhere and say the website is just. See, they will keep updating and upgrading their website. That is normal because they have to protect themselves against hackers. All right. If you keep doing analysis paralysis, you might just miss out on this great opportunity. This man went out and he was there at the Token 2049 event in Singapore. He was there with the CEO of OKX, CEO of Binance, CEO of Theta, right? They were all there. And he gave this speech. Can AI make people richer? AURUM is simple. Come into AURUM, pick the first bot, start making money. All right? Start making money. And I tell people, something that I cannot be a director of Binance. And the reason is, when it comes to the number of years of experience, in leadership role, maybe I'll qualify. But when it comes to growing a business from scratch to $50 million, I don't have that skill set. All right. I've never done that. To grow a business from scratch and take it to $50 million. I've never run a business that I made that profitable. That is the requirement of being a director of Binance. And Brian Benson, the person you see in this picture, was a former director of Binance. Some people don't agree that he was a former director of Binance. Some people went to Binance to go and chat. Do you know this person? How will a support staff know somebody that retired years ago? He will not know unless he does his background check. All right. So we all need to understand that opportunity is here for you to grab. You have to grab it within your capital financial muscle, right? You don't need to come in big. You can come in small, but just get started. Then when you get started, you start topping up, and you go on an amazing journey. All right. So Forbes wrote about AURUM. The platform you are bragging about, did Forbes write about them? Can they ever be on Forbes? Forbes wrote about AURUM. All right. So please, it's important for you to remember to always play within your financial muscle. You can come in with $120 and make history with AURUM. You can come in with $10,000 and make history. You can come in with $50,000 and make history, but you can also come in with $120 and make history. The bot costs $20. All right. The bot costs $20 for 1 year. That's the whole money you need to put in the bot. $20 for 1 year, and then trading capital $100. So with 120, somebody asked me today, the 120 I'll put in the bot, will I need to put on that money for trading? I said no. $20 for the 1 year subscription, $100 for trading. However, if you have much more than $100, you can decide to top and start a journey that changes your life. So the EXAI bot is the bot that is hands-free, totally hands-free. Nothing for you to do. It's a black box. It's a black box to you. You just see money. An amazing bot. Very powerful bot that is blessing us every single day. All right. So how much can you make every single month? This is an example. If you come in with small money, you make smaller profits. If you come in with bigger money, you make bigger profits. So just decide for yourself how much you want to come in with. And for somebody asking in the chat, when did the business start? Please pay attention. This platform has been operating since February 2023, but they were updating the algorithm, tweaking it, updating the algorithm. All right. Yeah, a couple of people were trading then, but it was just basically the learning model was being updated. Then by November 2023, people started trading with it. Like investors started coming in. By this time, there was no build a team or all that kind of thing. No. It was purely angel investors. They come in. Okay, I hear you have a system that can trade and do wonders. Here, take my $10 million, trade for me. Here, take my $5 million, trade for me. Here, take my $1 million, trade for me. Let's see how you perform. And that is how AURUM has been growing since December 2023. You can see that from December, the graph became stable. Not like they wanted to do 9, 10 and all this. It was stable from December. Trading commenced. And of course, people joined. Some people joined in November 2024. All right. And they never told their friends. They kept it secret. And something happened. It was around March, April. They started telling their friends. And those people too joined, kept it secret. They didn't tell the world. And later on, they decided to share with the world, and we got it in end of July / August, and we decided to run with it. But here's what you need to know. I want to tell you something. This platform has been tweaking things, adjusting over these years. So it's an innovative platform. So if you come check the website, say the website was just launched 1 year ago, come on. All right. If you want to limit yourself by that, they will keep creating more websites if they want to move to advanced levels. For example, they created the exchange, right? There's an exchange now that's in beta testing. Global testing, public testing. They will always create those things. So don't let the website version and all that disturb you. All right, we have compounding mode here, and I don't want to waste too much time on all these things. These are things we talk about every single day. But this slide might be important. This slide tells you, somebody was saying you should calculate the Naira equivalent of this and put it here. Well, the screen might be very tight and might lose shape. So what you need to know, think in terms of dollars for your trading capital. The exchange rate changes, but just know if you're trading with $1,000, you make 12.2%. That is higher than somebody trading with $200, all right? If you're trading with $5,000, you make 13.9% per month, not per day, please. And it's hands-free, right? So you just look at this place and decide for yourself how much do you want to make every month, okay? Somebody like Lawyer Taj now, he might need to be on 5.8 million per month, Naira. This is the kind of life. Lawyer Taj, am I right? This is going to fuel his lifestyle. Yeah. So
100%, you are right. We spend money every day now, so we need
day.
multiple streams of income.
Yeah. So that means he needs to have $25,000, and he has a strategy to grow his capital to $25,000. All right, there's a strategy to build. So once you come in and you are willing to share the opportunity with your friends, you can achieve all that. We have the Zeus bot, very powerful bot. But let me play this video just to give you an idea of what the Zeus bot is about, and then we'll come to the rest of the members of the team who want to share their testimony. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a quick video showcasing the various components and the power of the Zeus bot. So let's get right into it. So here you can see that this bot has been trading for about 8 days and 20 hours. All right, Now, you can see that the capital was in Doge and it was 656 Doge. All right. Now you can see that the profit made is in Doge, and that is about 34.24 Doge. And this has been achieved in about 8 days and 20 hours, so it's just almost 9 days. This is over 5% profit made on Doge within this period of 8 or 9 days. All right, that's very important to take note of. Now, something else you might want to take note of is that there's been a total of 53 deals, and 46 of those deals were profitable. So obviously the rest were not really profitable. All right, and that shows you that not every trade ends up in a profit. There are some trades that go as losses, but those stop losses are very tight, and the trades are quick in and out trades. All right. So let's take a look at a little bit of extra details. If we scroll down here at the first trade, we can see that this trade actually, you see the entry price, you see the exit price, you can see the time of entry and the exit time. And if you look at this trade took just about 5 minutes. All right, if you look at it from 1655 to 1700 hours, it took just 5 minutes. So that is why we say these are quick in and out trades, no wasting time in the market. Now here's another thing here. Let's look at this. If you click on this link, because I think people need to know about this, if you click on this link here, you're going to see the site is traded on OKX, and you see what the market and price action is saying. All right, what the market and price action is saying. So this is exactly how the Zeus bot works. It is analyzing the market. You see how it's making profit. There's no waste of time in the market. Go in, get out, super easy, and that's how profitable the Zeus bot is. So this training is just to help you understand the power of the Zeus bot. If you're thinking, oh, is AURUM really trading? Well, take a guess. All right, so of course, those are the cards that Lawyer Chad spoke about. So thank you very much. And this is the little I'm going to share as a formal presentation. Come in during the normal presentations, you get to see all of this. But tonight, we're not here for presentation and talk. You've heard my voice always, and you're likely tired of my voice. Lawyer Chad has done a great job. But I want to invite the Oracle. I'm trying to call the Oracle the way she called my own Oracle back then. I can't even get it right. The Oracle. Don't she? Please, don't she? The floor is yours. Give us your experience in AURUM. Inspire us. The Oracle. Where's Donchi? Unmute yourself, and the floor is yours. Yeah. Oh, okay. You have a different name account. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay.
The Oracle.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Good evening. That title feels so good. Honestly, it feels so good. Last 2 weeks, I think, when you hit the Oracle, it's like I was more excited for you than you yourself, you know. It was a good feeling, and the rewards are amazing. Trust me. The rewards are amazing. For everybody here, if you have not gotten a package in AURUM, don't waste time. 120. The beer season is here. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. This is an amazing opportunity. Don't snooze on it. Thank you, Coach Namdi. Thank you, my upline, Lata, Totomoni, Ebok, and the entire team. You guys rock. Thank you.
All right. So if I'm going to ask you, the Oracle, if I'm going to ask you this, one thing you love about AURUM, the one thing, there's one thing that you love the most about AURUM, what is it?
seeing people succeed, seeing my team members buzz me and say, I'm making money. I made my first commission. I made my first profit. That gives a different kind of rush. The last business that we did, it was a lot of complaints. I'm in floating loss. My account hasn't traded. My account is about to expire. It was very what's the word now? Very demoralizing.
Demoralizing.
That's the word. But when you wake up and you hear people say, I've made money today, I'm excited about it, even if it's 0.5 USDT, it's profit. And the consistency is amazing. We've not had this good in a long time. 4 months in, I have absolutely no regrets. 4 months in, I've made so much money, more money that I've made in 4 months than I've made in the 4 years I was in my past business. That's the truth. 4 months. And you can imagine what this company has ahead. We're in for a good ride, guys. Don't snooze on this. Don't snooze on this. Thank you, Coach.
This is a case of Nebuchadnezzar versus Nebuzaradan. Oh, unbelievable. Amazing. 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 I mean, we have the gift. We have the gift. Thank you very much, the Oracle Donchi. I don't want to ask you too many questions about money, but I know you are feeling the impact of the business. Before I call on Queen Ebok, I want to, Queen Ebok, I hope you can talk where you are. I want to say something about the withdrawal. Somebody was asking in the chat box, how is the withdrawal process? You just need a minimum of $25 and then you can withdraw. Now, this $25 can come from your trading. For example, if you make $5 from your trading, you can move it to your main dashboard. Then if you made $20 from your team building activities, you can move that $20 to your dashboard. All right. Now, combining those two, you have $25 and you can withdraw. You can decide to withdraw every single day. Right? You can decide to withdraw every single day. But what you need to know is withdrawal can take between a few hours or a few minutes to 72 hours. For example, if you do withdrawal on weekends, I think they just tighten the noose because they have to go sit with their family. They have to go stay busy. This is my own experience, all right? Sometimes on weekends, they might just allow withdrawals to hang for a while until the guys spend time with their families and come back and push those withdrawals, because the platform has to ensure that withdrawals are really, really, well protected. Within a week, withdrawals will be happening, just a few hours, you always get your money, all right? So that is my own experience with withdrawals. So something happened this week, yeah? Because I decided that for 30 days, some people went somewhere, I don't know where they got that information. They said, AURUM people are having problem with withdrawal. So to help my team understand that is a fallacy, back-to-back withdrawals every day. I said, for 30 days, I will show you withdrawals until you are tired. And every day I withdraw. So on Saturday, my withdrawal stayed. Then on Sunday, I withdrew again. That was early this morning. So yesterday's withdrawal and today's withdrawal, they paid both. All right? Because I said I was going to do 30 days of back-to-back withdrawals. So the one that was there Saturday, obviously they went, had time with their family. By the time they came back today, they paid that and also paid the current one. So this is to help you understand that withdrawals is never a problem. All right, when it comes to withdrawals, just make sure you have $25 and you're good to go. All right, so Queen Ebok, the floor is yours. Tell us about your amazing experience with AURUM.
Yeah, sorry, Queen Ebok went to attend to family matters. She's not here, but we have the Urerigo one of Africa here. The main reason why we are here, the story, and the time is running out. So I'm sure she's very ready for you now.
All right, so just a moment. Queen Ebok will be here. While we wait for Queen Ebok, okay. Is there any other member of the team who would like to share their experience with AURUM, just raise your hand and I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself.
Hello, Coach Namdi.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Sorry, they told me I have family over. We had an event yesterday, so I still have family that came in from out of the country. That's why I was attending to them. So I'm not going to be able to talk too much. Okay. So basically, I just want to say that this has been an amazing business. I've done it for 4 months, and it's just been such amazing, time with AURUM. And I'm looking forward to 2026 because more amazing things are about to happen. Our team strength has grown to almost 2,000. Earnings have really gone up. Imagine earning from $5 a day to over $500 a day. So I just want to encourage people, don't sit on this business. When you hear something this good, don't sit. Wake up, build your business, and tell every single person in your family. I'm seeing someone asking, why we should be telling people about a business this good. I ask, why not? Why do you want to be the only person in your family that is making money? Every single member of my family is on this business. Like I always tell my husband, me, my children, my siblings, my mother, who is over 70, invested in this business. So every single person, that please tell them about the business. Let's not sit on this. Thank you so much. Let me run down and attend to family again.
Not a problem.
Thank
I got the figures clear. My head is whining and whining. Yeah. Go ahead. All right. So let's hear Lisa Bright. Go ahead. Lisa Bright, I'm just going to call on you. I'm asking you to mute. Share your experience with us. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for giving me the floor. So I just want to say I don't have a lot to say, but I want to say that AURUM, I remember when I was privileged enough to join that meeting with Lee, the very first meeting that Ibok set up, Mrs. Ibok, she set it up with me and two other people and Lee. That meeting, it was like it grew this fire in me when I heard that, when I attended that Zoom call. After that call, I remember I called, I said, what? What kind of business is this? Please, once you join, please, I want your link. I want your link. And it was so sad that at the time I didn't even have money to do the business, but I was just like, no, I really want to do this business. I really want to do this business. And since I started the business, like this is the first business that I've done that I don't even have headache. From the very first, I never once had a doubt in my mind about it. From that day that I attended the meeting, I was just like, no, I must be a part of this business. And since I joined, I just have rest of mind. Every time I call her, I'm like, I feel so sad because I know that, being being opportune to start at that early time, like by now, you would think that, okay, the level, but still, I'm grateful for where I am. I'm grateful that I'm even sharing the opportunity. I'm grateful that I am part of it. Every day when I see my profits and earnings, from even the team, I'm just like, what? Like, is this even for real? And so when I share with people and they're like, are you sure you have come again with another business? I say, yes, I mean, I've shared businesses in the past, though. But when you are convinced about the one that you are doing, and it, of course, every time it seems like you are convinced, but because the person, the owner of the business, the CEO rather of the business, the foundation of how the business started. You can confidently speak about the business, knowing that, okay, these are the information that you have gotten, and you see that before they even say, once they say they want to do something, before you know it, they've done it. You are still waiting for something to, for an activation. Before you know it, it's already activated, and you're like, but they said they will launch so next year. They said they will launch next year. Before you know it, you hear that they have launched, So that just gives you rest of mind that, okay, I am in the right place. I have that conviction. I may not be moving as fast, but I have the conviction that, I'm in the right place and I see the way the profits come. It's not one overnight success. You understand the movement. If you've been in trading for a while and you see how trades happen, you know that all this profit that the company makes, sometimes like with our previous business, you can make it in a day, you can make it in 2 days, but here it is slow and steady. And you know that, okay, because they are being very, very conservative with it. They know that it's not just to take all the money in the market at once, and the next thing you cannot make any money again in the market. So they go in those small profits that are steady, and you know that every single day something drops, however little. So that gives me rest of mind, and I encourage everybody on this platform. Like, you will not really understand yet until you join the business how beautiful the system is. You will not, even if you don't want to share the business. But the thing is, when you are in a place that works, why won't you share? There's a lot of poverty in our country. Everywhere you see, people are begging for food, people are begging. We want to try and take as many people as we can out of it. And with $120, if someone can make a difference in their lives with just $120, why not? I will scream from the rooftops. If it will get everybody to be on it, I will scream from the rooftops, because we have to find a way to get everyone, as many as we can, out of poverty and elevate our economy. So why not? Everybody that can afford $120 should be a part. Even everybody that can afford $20 should be a part of this business, and just share and try to raise something to start to earn. And I'm very sure that this company is going to reward us in the long term.
Absolutely. All right. So thank you very much for your testimonial and feedback, and really appreciate that. God bless you. Okay, so it's time to listen to the main character for tonight, Dr. Moni's journey in AURUM. All right. Every other thing was a preamble. I want to hear about how she joined and her experiences, the highs and lows. Dr. Moni, the floor is yours. Take us on this journey.
Well, good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Oshinamdi, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
My phone, I've done that. My phone. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Wow. Good evening, guys. I'm currently in the house of engineer Ibok Ofio. And with me here, I have the latest oracle, all the way from Lasgidi, engineer, but we go school. Engineer Shinelu Wama, you know her as Don Chi, the dullness of them all. And then I have my brother, all the way from Delta States, my Urubu brother, Lawyer Taj, the prodigal son, the one that got converted on his way to Damascus from is the Paul. So I want to use this opportunity to open up. A lot has happened in my life these past 6 months. It's been a lot. I have gone through a lot. There are certain things you go through, you can't just keep them to yourself, because people go through so much in this country. People are suffering. People go through so much. And in the bid of trying to survive, a lot happens. So, people out there, it's funny when people talk to me, they'll say, you, Dr. Moni, the Royal QVCs and all that, they just believe that just by answering that title, my food done. My own is okay. My glass is filled always. But that's not true. Funny enough, I want to be direct. I will call name of business. I will not speak in parables or riddles today. I'll be explicit. Funny enough, while we're doing Royal Q, some persons, maybe because of the narrative they post out there, although I caution them most times, they will go and say, you are in V4, you are in V5, you're in V6, you'll make it this, you'll make it. Now, lie. That is not true at all. They're hungry. So, 2021, that was 5 years ago, I started my most recent business before AURUM, that's Royal Q. And I must confess, it was beautiful. I had a lovely time. What the company gave to us was something that we saw, we studied,
and we decided to run with it. It was wonderful, the compensation plan, the product, because that was a bull year. 2021 was a bull year, so we didn't know the other part of it. So we made good money. I personally made good money. That's the truth. And after that, the bull market ended and we had the bear markets. And it was crazy, like mad. Funny enough, the bull year is just 1 year, right? The bear market is 3 years. Sure, it was 3 years, but now it's even 4 years. And that period, it was mad. Most people, those of you that were there, Iraqi, you know what I'm talking about. We were making $1, $0.5, even as V6, no V5, V6 was making $10, $15, $20, maybe once in a while, because the market was going down. You know how coins crash. So that was the experience then. It was terrible. And when the bear season passed, we managed to survive that, although a lot of persons went to other businesses, and then we now had the bull season. Well, we were supposed to have the bull season, and we started preparing for it. You all know what happened, what went down. We bought coins outside in the crypto, outside Royal Q, and also in Royal Q, waiting for the bull. I'm not blaming anybody, but I will still blame Donald Trump. And he came, he's a weapon fashioned against us in crypto. And he came and decided to kill the bull because I believe the bull is dead. I believe the bull is dead. I'm going to show you why I said that. Because of the way I talked to persons, how I believed in the bull season that was coming. That is why I feel guilty, and I feel that I am also in the position to let you know, if you, after this call today, if you decide to still wait for the bull, so be it. My hands are clean. I've done my part. So I will quickly go to what let me share my screen. Okay, I need to share my screen before I do this. Okay. So permit me to share my screen because I want to talk with evidence. Coach Namdi, I want to share my screen. Hold on, let me share my screen. Can you see my screen, Coach Namdi?
Yes.
Coach, can you see my screen?
Okay.
Okay, so
yes.
So why can you see my trading view? I love trading view. Coach Namdi is the master of the coach of coaches, but when it comes to trading view, forget it, leave it for Dr. Money. I love trading view. So can you see my screen? I want to show you the weekly candle. You see this is weekly. So I'll make it easy using these 2 indicators here. So you see the weekly. The weekly is short time. You know, it's short time. So this is not where I want to show you. I want to let you know because everybody they are saying we are into the bear season. So I'm asking you, do you think we are? For me, Dr. Money, yes, that's the bitter truth. I believe we are going into the bear season. Do you know why? It's not as if we'll not have some respite pump. Looking at the weekly candle, you can see that we have some respite pump. So for those that want their coins to pump to a particular extent for the next 4 weeks or thereabouts, we'll have some respite pump. So your coins will come up a bit. What you want to do with it after that is your decision. I will not be the one to tell you, but I will only tell you what I can see from the markets. Now, looking at the monthly candle now, you see, if you look at my stochastic RSI, which I love so much, you will see that the weekly candle is what? Is going down. This is going to take some time. And then you look at the MACD. But that's not the terrifying part of the charts. The terrifying part is the 3-month candle. The 3-month chart, time frame. I'm not sure. I don't know if you've looked at this. If you want to leave coins, you go turn to Sano. The one way don't turn like this is already bad enough. It will melt. It melts. Are you seeing? Because for this chart to get to this bottom, it's going to be crazy. So guys, I'm sorry if I hurt you with this information, but it's better to save something out than to lose everything. The market will still pump small between now and maybe December ending or thereabouts. What you want to do with this information is yours. So let me go back to my presentation because I have a lot to talk about, but at least I have satisfied my conscience that I have told us about what is coming, what I see in the chat. I may be correct, I may not be correct, but the rest is up to you. Am I still showing short? Okay. So, as a visit in Royal Queue, the first 1 year of the bull run was beautiful, but for 3 years, it was bad because of the bear markets. And then after that, we got into this next bull season. And I said, okay, it's time to go. The bull run is something that is historical. It's something that happened. So nobody deceived anybody. Because if you go online, go to Google, go to YouTube, go to Twitter, you see that even the best crypto people, everybody has been, sure, some people still believe it is coming. Dream. So after that, we're still pushing, thinking of what to do, how to go about it, manage. And funny enough, let me speak for myself. I have been faithful. I'm this one, will I call myself a stupid person that believes in, I stick. That's my kind of person. So I stuck to Royal Queue. So this is my testimony, my journey. Don't judge me because you don't know where I'm coming from. I was faithful. Now, somebody posted in a group some time ago that, are you saying that Royal Queue was not good to you? Are you saying that you did not make money? Yes, we made money then because the company was faithful to us. They had integrity. What they gave to us, they gave us a contract. They gave us a business, a compensation plan. That's what I call the contract. Their terms and conditions, which we agreed to. We signed up. You will not start a football match and when the game is going on, you change the goalposts. That already speaks fraud. So I believe that the company was sold or changed ownership. And that is enough for me to also sit back and decide what to do. And in about 6 weeks or 4 weeks, they changed compensation plan more than 8 times. I've never been in a business that has done that. So that is enough to show that something was seriously very sick with the company. And even last week here, so we had to, at that stage, sit back, called Coach Nnamdi, and decided to say, okay, what do we do? Don't forget that somebody was saying, are you only interested in the networking? What of the trading itself? Hello, people. Networking is a profession of its own. It's a career pathway. It's a full-time job. The fact that I am a lecturer, I am an optometrist, a very senior, one of the most senior optometrists in Delta State. I also work in a higher institution. I am currently the deputy provost of the institution, the number 2. That does not mean that I cannot decide to drop everything and just stick to networking as my business. It's a full-time, very rewarding career. So I built my plan, my ambitions, my retirement based on what the template the company gave to me, and I ran with that for my retirement. It's just like currently I'm a director in the Ministry of Health, and next year I'll be level 17. That's the level of a permanent secretary. And then the government or whatever will just come, establish it and say that all of you on level 16, level 17, you've worked to where you at the bar, then what we are paying you is too much. We want to stop it and be paying the money to the lower levels, 8, 9, 10, and all that. I don't understand. I paid my dues. We labored, we worked for it. I did not make money from the company. The company made money from our effort. All they did was to establish a business. They established a business which we all ran with. So when it got to August, and I was told, I was stripped of all my work, my labor. I almost lost my life because of royalty. Those that knew me in 2020, they knew what I was doing. I was going from one palace, Yoruba land. Dami Wallace on this call, you know. Dami Wallace on this call, if they will make you co-host. There was a time we went to Owo. Dami Wallace is my V5 leader. My BP rose to 250 over 180. I was almost having heart attack. It was Dutchy that stopped that call that day. Dami Wallace, am I lying? I was almost giving up. We were in the King's Palace in Owo. They took me to a room. Only God knows how I didn't have cardiac arrest with that kind of BP. I was going into shock. It was Dutchy that called this. He called them that they should stop that whatever was going on in that place immediately, and we cut short all the places we were going to, and they took me back to Ile-Ife and back to Delta State. I almost gave up my life for this business. Nobody loved Reiki more than me. So when it got to August, I needed to pay my children's tuition. I have 2 children that I'm training in Canada. My son and my daughter. They're in 300 level. Don't forget that I put in my best, built Royal Q to be able to afford their tuition, that lifestyle. People work, they build, they do investments for their life, for their expenditure. And it got to that stage. I didn't know what to do. I was stripped of everything. Then I was telling my friends, I went into depression. My daughter called me, told, is Ebele on this call? Oh, I wanted her to come. My daughter called me 2nd week of August. And she told me, Mommy, if I cannot pay my tuition, I will have to stop school. And in Canada, if you're not schooling, you cannot work. So the next thing that they'll send you back to Nigeria. So she said, Mommy, if I cannot go to school, I cannot even work. You cannot be paying accommodation. Her accommodation is $1,040 every month. $1,040 every month. So I have to come back to Nigeria. My son was to come up in September. Say, Mommy, and her tuition, my daughter's tuition is $40,000 for 1st and 2nd semester. So 2020. So you want to convert to Naira, I hope you're pressing your calculator. And my son was 20 for the full year. So 22, sorry, 11. So if I'm not able to pay my son is a 1st class student, not 2-1. 1st class, all A's, doing computer science. If I'm not able to pay his tuition by September, he would drop out of school and be sent back to Nigeria. And I was stuck. I went to my son that month, August, and I told him, I said, TJ, instead of you, I have the shots. Instead of you to drop out of school, it will kill me because I'm already hypertensive. I'm highly hypertensive. Instead of you to drop out of school, do you know that I was making arrangements with people that will buy my kidney and my liver? I am not joking. I swear to God. I said, instead of me to die, have a heart attack and die, I love you guys so much. I will give up my life for you. Get that money and continue. But just know that I sacrificed my life for you people to graduate from school. Yes, it was that serious. You don't know my shoes. You don't know where I'm coming from. My son told me he will be 24 next week on the 8th. He said, Mommy, how can you talk like this? You want to commit suicide for us? Because that is suicide you're going for. You're willingly going to sacrifice your life because you want to get 100 million for us to pay tuition. I said, but if I die, everything will go with me. And you will drop out of school. My spirit will turn in the grave. So let me sell it. That is what Royal Q did to me. That is the level Royal Q drove me to. Royal Q almost made me give up my life. I got so depressed. How can everything I've worked for go down the drain? I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. Daisy, this girl, Daisy will go and take her money to go and, mommy, let me go and buy fish, peppered fish for you. Nothing could pass my truth. But you see this God that does not sleep. This God that sees the end from the beginning. This God that will even cause your enemy to be at peace with you, that will cause people to do things that will change your story. The God came to my rescue. And that is how AURUM came. Before AURUM, I had a lot of businesses. When people saw what React did, they brought lots of businesses to my table. Now, those that know me, they know that for you to get Dr. Money to do business with you, it's like a car going through the eye of a needle. It's not easy. I don't want to know who you are. I don't. I hardly do. I prayed about it. And AURUM came. Because of the model, don't forget that every business has its model. The model we are practicing in Royalty was, we're not going to give money to any business, blah, blah, and all that. Yeah, so I know that was safe to do, but I also know that so many persons lost money, even with that model. We thought that was going to work. I lost in only accrue. My friends, they know. I bought accrue of over $30,000. Ebook bought $18,000. She's here with me. We're not lying. I showed it to people. I lost over $20,000 in accrue. There was a day in our inner circle group that they delisted 10 coins. Out of those 10, I bought 6. And I don't buy small coins. The least I buy is 2,000. So you want to calculate times 6? I lost over 15,000. That was this year, before August, March, April, whatever. Like, this is what we're after my life. So when AURUM came, I was looking for reasons why I shouldn't do it, not why I should do it. But I started seeing some things that made sense. I'm this kind of person that you can't even convince me. I just lock up. I lock up. I don't want, before you tell me about any business, I don't want to know. But somehow, she told me that, babe, let's look at this thing. Let's be open-minded. And I said, okay. And I started looking. I asked Ibok, I said, let's first and foremost, because it was too good to be true. How are you telling me that a former CEO of Binas, former director of Binas is the CEO of this company? That's too good to be true now. So I just told her, I said, that's in a lie. They don't impersonate this man. No. So we said we should call for a meeting. Koshinambi was in that meeting. The first thing I asked him, they granted us that privilege. And Brian Bessie was in that meeting. The first thing I asked him was, please let me see your international passport. That's it almost. I'm lawyer attached Yoruba people can adapt a lot. I asked for his international passport, and he he's not supposed to do that. But he showed it to us. I calmed down, and I started going on internet. I told Koshinamdi, when we check this thing, we started digging, and these are my convictions. I want to tell you my personal convictions why I decided to run with AURUM. They are mine. They may not be yours, but I want you to be open-minded so that you will listen to why I decided to run with AURUM. First and foremost, like I say, the owner of a business is as important as the business itself. So it is no longer news that Brian Bessie is who he said he is. It's not impersonating. Even AI, with ChatGPT will tell you. So I'm not going to stress on that. Somebody was trying to place a smartphone in Royalty and said they went to ask one thing and one business one thing. They say that this person is this. They are using to promote Ponzi scheme. And the business, whatever, told him that we cannot give you information about our staff. That's simple. But the person don't know book, but a nice school you go. Because if it was not true, they will say, no, that is not true. Go and ask if Dr. Money is a staff of Venus. They'll tell you no. But they say we cannot give you information about our staff, meaning that he's their staff, but they cannot give you more information. He was their staff, but they cannot give you more information about his record. And so that thing I saw, I smiled. I said, wow, yes. So you can go to ChatGPT and do that. That's one. Then the second thing that made me say a big yes was the card. Yes, I know that they say that different company can easily get card, go try and feel easy. But I do know that the card does some verification, KYC, about before they want to partner with you. And then the one that blew my brain was the one, Lataj, could you please excuse me? The one that blew my brain was the first week of October when they had one of the world's largest crypto convention. And on stage, Coach Nnamdi, I wanted to ask you earlier on, could you please just send to Donchi that token 24 that what's his name, Brian Bessie was. It wasn't there, so I want it shared on the groups, all groups. I've been meaning to share that thing. It wasn't, Brian Bessie wasn't there as a guest.
You mean the video, yeah?
Yes, the video and him on stage as a guest speaker.
Okay.
It wasn't there. It was there on 2 counts. One, it was the AURUM was a gold sponsor. That's one. Not just an honorary sponsor, gold sponsor. Then 2, he was there as a guest speaker. See, you cannot just call somebody to come and give a talk about his fintech, about his company, without doing really the autobiography of the person. They must read the citation of the person. His citation was read in that same meeting, that same grant, where you had over 20,000 people. The current CEO of Binance was there. CEO of Hotbit, of different exchange, who is the son of Trump was there. The who is who in crypto, they were there. And then this person was being introduced, former staff or director of Binance. He took peer-to-peer to Binance in North America and helped them establish the exchanges. And the CEO of Binance couldn't come and say, no, it's not true. This man was never our staff. Not true for sale. I asked somebody, which they say, have you ever done a business that the CEO is in the face of everybody? This man is a blockchain legend. He goes from one place to the other in public, talking about fintech, talking about blockchain. That is his passion. He's out there. He has another one coming up December. Next week, where they will be talking about the blockchain. This guy is a tool to make everybody know what fintech, blockchain, AI is. Now, somebody say, well, I wouldn't want to blame you because previously we believed that once a company is trading for people, doing something, oh, they must come and all that, sweethearts. Listen, this company has several, it is an ecosystem. They have several products. Not 1, not 2, not 3. I have a mama here, Coach Nnamdi, Dr. Owen, Dr. Owigo. Mama, she uses the Zeus bots. She started with 9 million. Unfortunately, she has stopped it. I wanted to use it. I'll show it. Okay, she's on. Yeah, she started with using the Zeus bots to trade 9 million pepper coins in less than 5 weeks. That 9 million turned to 30 million. I was telling Doshi this morning, I say, hey, that one never do more than 50%. You understand? So they are different, but different. You trade that one on Telegram. This company is rich. Like, different is to make money. Before I flew from Asaba to Abuja on Thursday, I was doing presentation to some presidents, and I told the guy that, you see, in Nigeria next year, this tax thing will be coming up. Do you know what that means? When your USDT is in your card, go to any ATM, tap and collect money, they're not going to tax them. Just life, easy. That is what I want to even sell now to all the politicians, the business people. That's my new line of business right now. So this company has a lot of things, a lot of reasons why you should say yes. If you want to stick to the SAI bots, just put your money and rest. You don't need to crack your head about this chart I looked just now. You don't need to bother yourself. It's good to know it anyway. But if you don't want to stress yourself, you don't have time, and they don't teach you. Some of us don't know book. They don't teach you, you not fin one. Put your money in SAI, but make money stressless. Don't be greedy. Somebody was telling me that, am I going to make 10% a day? You be thief. Even you are a scammer. That's why companies will scam you, because you have the mind of a thief. If you have open your own shop, your bookshop, your clothes shop, will you make 10% a month? You be thief. You want to scam the scammer, they will scam you first. So far, since I started this business, I want to just show you before, I want to share my screen again before I go off, because if you leave me, you know that once I get so passionate about something, I don't stop talking about it. So I was, ReaQ took me to Grace so in 2021. I'm not going to deny that. So ReaQ took me to Grace. And I managed to come from Grace to Middle during the beer market, but I was still okay. And then when it got to before August, what was the month before August? July, August, they wanted to finish my life. I was not contemplating suicide. But I just knew I was not going to die like a dog. I would just go and sell my kidney and my liver for my children. I'm not joking about it. My son was so demoralized. He said, Mommy, you are supposed to be our son. Why are you talking like this when we look up to you? How can you tell me your son, this kind of thing? How do you want us to live with this guilt? So, ReaQ dropped me in the valley, down in the valley. But AURUM came to the valley and picked me from the valley. So this is my story from grace to grass. I didn't have money, or I'll be begging money that time, because yeah, we're making small money, but everything was going to bills. And let me tell you something that happened. Many people don't know, but those around me, they know. My place of work, I contested. I am currently, like I said, I'm currently the deputy provost admin. That's the number 2 of, like, you know, it's a college of health. So like in university, you have your vice chancellor, deputy is number 2, I'm the number 2. And I contested for the position of the provost, the number 1. That same week that AURUM, ReaQ served me breakfast and broke my heart. It was that, I was crying that one, that same week, my governor gave the position to my opponents. I wanted to die. I was on the floor rolling. It was terrible. So 2 breakfasts the same week. And it was the next week that AURUM now came and picked me from the grass and took me back to Grace. So I'm going to share my screen with you. My main account at the top, just one of my accounts, because I have my husband under me, but let me just show you this account. So can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I started AURUM in August. Next week, first I'll be 4 months in August. Next week. And you want to multiply, this is $26,000 in this account. So that's like, please permit me to multiply. You know, I press calculator for a living. Yes, this is $26 times, let me use 1,470 or 1,465. What will I use? 1,470. I have made at least 38 million. It never reached 4 months, so but next week it will be 4 months. In this account, I have other accounts. My husband is under me, my children and all that. Of course, I'm the one building all of them. My son is almost hitting Vanguard. The next few days, he will. Now, I want to tell you that between now and the next 2 weeks, nothing less than 30 million will enter my hand again. Let me tell you why. You can see this volume. You can see this place. This 12% is almost closing. I already have the volume for Prime. I'm almost there. Cautionary should give me this to the 5,400 maybe for the end of tomorrow, thereabouts. I will be in Prime. I'll have the volume for Prime, right? And I'll start earning. Omo, don't go there and record, because before Cautionary blocks me, this man is after my life. This man is after my life. Before he blocks me, I was making $250, $300 every day. It was really bull season 2021. We made that in ReaQ. Anybody not deceive you? All those calculations they drop in for status and lie. And all this while in AURUM, I made 250, 300, 350, at times more than that a day. AURUM has taken me back, picks me up, and with AURUM, I have said goodbye to floating loss. I've also said goodbye to deleting of coins, to loss. You can see Koshin, I'm the 149. This man is after my life. I don't see him. So you see, this is my husband. 39 is almost daily, at most in the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks past safe. He will be a Nexus. And I will get $10,000. Big one. Look at it. Look at it, 10,000. So nothing less than $20,000 is looking at me like this. You want to multiply that by 30 million. Who not like AURUM? The person get winch. I mean, they tell you so. I don't like give you. So with these few points of mine, I hope I'm able to convince you. I'm not confused. Even if I confuse you, do the right thing is allowed. AURUM is a place that you should be. This is the story of my life. The Dr. Money that you know, that you love so much. The Dr. Money, your Dr. Money, if not for AURUM, I don't go. I don't pay me. I don't buy. I was willing. Look at me, yes. So I'm just trying to say this to encourage somebody. So I don't want your pity because I'm okay now. I'm out of that depressed state. I want to encourage somebody. I don't know what you're going through. So many persons. Okay, let me shock you. I sold one of my property. Don't she know? To buy coin. $70,000. Go. So don't cry. I lost that. That 70,000 not reach $10,000 again. Never reach 5,000. But it's okay to fall. It's okay to just go through tough times. But you see, tough times don't last. Tough people do. Life is not easy. But how you handle it is what matters. The problem we have is that we look so long at a particular situation. We want to be stagnant, fear of the unknown. You're looking at what if I fail? The position that you are now, are you winning? So what could be worse? He that is down is fear no fall. You've been pushed to your lowest point. You can't go below that. He that is down needs fear no fall. So what if you win? Why are you looking at only what if I fail? Look at the good side of life. Look at the positive. That is what has taken me to where I am. Yes, it's possible to fail. Yes, it's possible to fall. But I want to try. The truth is that if I don't try, I will stay in one place. But if I try, I have two options. I could win or I could lose. But I know that I will do everything to win. So just imagine in the next 2 weeks, I have 30 million added to. So let's say I have I made 70 million before Christmas in AURUM. Was it worth it? Yes, it was. Ibok, you want to imagine the next 2 years in AURUM? I tell you guys always, the ground is crowded. The ground is crowded. Let us fly at the top. We have over 200 million people in Nigeria. What are you doing with that? Everything about life is networking, guys. Don't let anybody deceive you.
100%.
Don't let anybody deceive you. The dress I'm wearing, I saw it with somebody and I asked the person, and she gave me the tailor that made it. That is networking. I love being a networker. In my next lifetime, I will still do that job. It's very rewarding. With all my level, with all my degree, I'm well paid in the health sector. Yes, I'm well paid. But not this. You want to divide, don't even add the other part. Come, you just divide this 38 million by 4 they attach. That's nothing less than 5 million a month. So this is a beautiful business that has everything about life has its risk. So you weigh it. But to me, I've told you my conviction. Take time to go through it. You want to make research, you want to talk to your team leader, or you want to talk to other leaders, you can't talk to us. Make your research, but you know what? Don't be stagnant in life. And number 2, your first loyalty is to God. After God, it's to your family. Oh. It's not to any business. Oh. Don't let anybody deceive you. They are scared. They cannot start afresh. They know that if you leave them, they cannot survive. You must not do AURUM with me. Even if it's to do another business, even if it's not AURUM, but do something. Don't wait for any business. The beer market is coming and it is ugly. It's 4 years. I showed you that chart. Do with it what you want to. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Moy, for that, emotional account of the journey. We appreciate you being an eminent resource person, having to navigate through those trials and coming out victorious. We thank
Oh,
God.
sorry, I want to interrupt you, Koshinabi. Sorry, please, I forgot something. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm very sorry. I need to say this. In April this year, in our inner circle, those there, you know how close I am to my mother. I lost my father in 1978. That's long ago. That's 40. Is that how many years ago? 47, 45 or what? 1978 is long. I lost my father. So I tell people I don't have a father because I didn't see him, not that I'm a bastard. And my mother was a full-time housewife. She trained us alone. She went to do GC, became a nurse, retired as a chief matron nurse, midwife. She trained us alone. And then she's been my pillar, my rock, my strength. I'm telling you. When my children were going to Canada 2023, because 2 at the same time, my mother sold a house and gave me the money. Joy, take ads and send your children abroad. My friends, they know. My mother sold a house. She was building 2 buildings, 2 in 1. She sold it, not borrow. She sold it and gave me. Joy, ads, you are spending so much money. Carry your children abroad. You must liberate these children's life. So April this year, as I was saying on the inner circle, I didn't want to post it there so that people were showing concern, but I didn't want to post what was happening to me, But people knew because I was asking for prayers, because it's only God I have. My mother, I took her to the hospital and I was told that her 2 kidneys had stopped working. Her 2 kidneys failed, packed up. And the doctor told me I should take her home, make peace maybe in a week. Because I asked the doctor, how long do we have? He said, the toxins are already spreading, maybe like a week. I needed money then. And I really cared at that time. You know what? Hospital bills, that kind of situation. In a day, and I was still faithful to the company, even with that situation. Koshinabi, I came to meet you. Koshinabi is on this call. You gave me 100,000, Koshinabi, true of us.
Dr. Moy, leave that matter now.
Good. Koshinabi gave me 100,000. I was running like mad. Because I needed to buy medication for my mother. We needed to go for dialysis. It was mad. And so she's still with me. She did not die. Even the doctor said 1 week, that one is spiritual. We prayed, used blood and body of Jesus Christ. That's the only thing I used. Because there was no medicine that was working. And the kidney started working 5 days after they've written her off. So she's still at home, she's alive. But she needs money, a lot of medication. And then I got to that stage with all these conditions, situation, they took everything from me. So I should sit down and look at my mother to die. No. I don't know what you're going through. It may not be as serious as what I went through. It could be worse. But I just told you this, not that I'm looking for pity, no. I just want you to know that if Dr. Moni could go through this serious situation, this emotion, I was broken. My mother, my children, and I survived it. Let us hold your hands. Let us show you what to do. You cannot be proud and say you cannot share your business when you don't have money. If for those that have money, that say they cannot talk to anybody, no problem. You don't need to talk to anybody. Put your money, you can even put it under you and earn from it and do your business. Put your $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. Make your money quietly. You don't need to tell anybody. But you cannot be poor and proud. Sorry. You cannot be poor and proud. You go hungry. You suffer. So if you are in that category that you don't have money, just look for 120 or even $20 and start. Share the opportunity. You are safe. AURUM is a safe place. It's a safe haven to be. AURUM is, I think I should put that, make something, it's my safe place now. It could be your safe place if you want it to be. Thank you.
All right, that's a great one. Thank you very much, Dr. Money, for that session and a real expose on the dynamics running around the impact of Royal Q on the lives of people. Yes. Without being religious, I remember the words of this, like my favorite scripture. All right. The words of Lamentations 3, verse 54 and 57. Water flowed over my head, and I said, I am finished. Is it where the man of God say, I am finished? Then in verse 57 of the Lamentations, the man of God said, you drew near me in the day that I called you. You said, do not be afraid. So that scripture always comes to my brain every time I feel I'm finished. I said, the moment I feel I'm finished, do not be afraid. All right. So congratulations for all those who embraced the opportunity and have run with it. Thank you very much, Dr. Money, for that great experience. Now it's left for each one to decide what they will do. It's been an exciting journey. We would like to work with you. We'd like to show you the path. All right. Do not be afraid of risk. There's always reward with risk. You have to check the risk to reward. Will $120 kill you? Will 120 kill you? If 120 will not kill you, just get in and let's take you on that journey. Because you might be happy that you joined this opportunity. Shut down the analyzer. That's part of your brain that is analyzing. Go there, pull down the socket, break the socket and say, stop analyzing. Get in and let's take you on this journey. The experience of Abraham Lincoln is something I always tell people. Abraham Lincoln lost so much. His business ran down. It took him over 10 years to pay back the business. And what he always told himself, it's not as if I am dead or I cannot get up. And then he kept pushing and he became the president of the United States. So if you have lost money in floating loss, if you have lost money in, don't let that emotional attachment, that nostalgia, don't let it determine your future, all right? Nostalgia to the floating loss, nostalgia, you keep remembering the pain of the listed coins. So, I mean, it's okay to remember it, but get out of there and say, the next action is to get into a platform where there's nothing like floating losses. Explore the bot, explore various things in the system, and you'll be glad that you did. This has been a wonderful fireside chat. I thank all the leaders, including Lawyer Taj, who is the latest Vanguard. All right. And it was a pleasure to hear from Don Chi, who is the latest Oracle. All right. We want to create more oracles. We want to create more prime rank members. We want to create people who will lead people, leaders. We want to create leaders because AURUM will transform many lives. You might doubt it right now because you're not yet in the system, but when you come into the system, understand the delayed gratification model, you'll be glad that you took the bold step. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, from Monday, we have our presentations. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Paul, HP, will be handling those presentations, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, 8 p.m. UK. Be there. Invite your prospects, invite your friends. Let them hear about AURUM. Let's make history. Poverty is the root of all evil. Even billionaires who have evil in their minds. Some people might have $1 billion in their account, but they have poverty mindset. That is why they would rather keep the majority around them poor and, you know, subject to bandits, all right? Just because they want to keep, you know, no, that's not what AURUM is. The door to wealth. AURUM is the door to liberation, all right? Embrace it. Let's make history. Let's touch lives. If you want to learn how to be a professional team builder, we can guide you. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Have an exciting week, and every day in AURUM, we make money. Every day.
And also remember, Question Namdi, before you forget, Lawyer Taji's Zoom meeting is starting Fridays and Saturdays. So it's 7 days round the clock. That's how serious we're taking this business now. Thank you very much.
Yes. All right. So, I mean, it's an exciting time. So let's just maximize the opportunity. Remember, we are principled and we are disciplined in our meetings. So if you observe, there's no posting of links here. There's no posting of WhatsApp groups here. I mean, we keep it professional and direct everybody to their sponsors at the end of the session. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Have a pleasant night rest.